Welcome to Orlando, Florida. A couple of teams taking home a victory in the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So USC's offense will take the first swing of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies. They highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
Looking to pass on second down. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Power football with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff. At the 20, he's got space. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Got his man quickly. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was payday.
To attempt the try. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The give to the left. And down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Pulls it in. It's Frost. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Grab behind the line. It's Winston. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Frost. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. The give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
The AT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense set on first down. On the ground, it's Foster. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Trying to get to him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. It might be a good call later on in the game.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. He's got it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. Here comes the offense onto the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Dugan. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Third down play from the gun. Gets it out quickly. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They're working that left side. At the 35, he's open. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the 1st down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Coming after him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. They'll try to slam it in. And this defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. Trying to punch it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 45, on his way. Off he goes. The stop. 9.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity.
Can anyone catch him? The 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Dugan.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On second down, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. He's looking for an open man on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Never a doubt.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
A first half that gave us some riveting moments, Reese. Not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Cheez-It Citrus Bowl.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. Auburn sends out the punting unit.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move, it's Griffin. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Now they'll run the draw. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Auburn doing business in the red zone. They'll run it. It's Griffin. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. 8th play of the drive, and to keep this one going, they'll need to convert a 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And they desperately want. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Seaton. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both for trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Got his man on the outside. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the 1st down. The Trojans are marching down the field. He wants to throw it again. Looking for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. The give to the tailback. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Complete to the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Dugan. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll give it to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is perfect. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this game.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Shows him the stiff arm.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Tigers want to move quickly. The inside handoff. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The running back has it. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Griffin. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. It's caught. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Frost. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Getting some heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On second down, he'll let it fly. Pocket's going to take a shot. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense. Not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Looking for space. It's Griffin. Still running at the 40. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The quarterback takes a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with a win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.